Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Fergus channel. Just coming at you with another video today, and we are on our way with the Combaticons. We got Vortex here, so we got 3 down, and I guess 2 more to go. We got the big boy, and then we got the Jeep. Don't remember their names, but I'm sure we will get to know them more as we go along. Today, like I said, we got the new one here, Vortex, that came in earlier in the week, and I figured we might look at some details on Vortex. We looked at what was that, Brawl, and then Blast Off a little bit. So we have Vortex. He is one of the 5 Combaticons who combine to form Bruticus in the original Transformers. He serves as the team's aerial assault specialist and transforms into the military helicopter. His basic profile is, his faction is the Decepticons, 17 Combaticons, function, aerial assault, alternate mode, military helicopter, combiner form, right arm of Bruticus. And his, what is this? His personality, most mentally unstable Decepticon. Vortex is one of the most mentally unstable. Well, that's good to know. And flying in the sky, and he's unstable. His defining trait is he loves chaos and destruction, purely for the thrill of it. Unlike many Decepticons who fight for conquest or power, Vortex enjoys watching things fall apart, like creating confusion and disorder. He finds destruction entertaining. So there's kind of a theme with this team here. This is that's just a chaotic team altogether. He often creates aerial whirlwinds or chaotic attack patterns just to see what happens. Other Combaticons sometimes find him unpredictable. It seems like that's what they said about Brawl. I don't know if I remember that correctly, or if that was just generally the team. His abilities are high-speed aerial attacks, strapping guns, transport Combaticon teammates, surveillance, and aerial combat. His rotors can also generate powerful wind vortex to destabilize enemies. When he's in robot mode, he's got his photon displacer rifle, missile launchers, and his spinning rotor blade weapon. He can also create many tornadoes, kind of going da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's kind of it. Origins from the cartoon, because that's my favorite part. The Combaticons were created by Starscream in the episode Starscream's Brigade. I think we kind of talked about that in some of the other ones. Yeah, kind of the same stuff. Vortex, his biggest flaw is he loves chaos. Because he enjoys destruction so much, he sometimes ignores strategy. He may create chaos that hurts his own side. His teammates often have to rein him in. This trait fits the Combaticons' theme of war machines that are hard to control. Okay. And his toy history, I never had this one. So, Origins of Vortex toy was released in 1986. It was a purple helicopter design, combines the Bruticus's arm, interchangeable limb gimmick with other Combaticons. So I guess you could put him anywhere on those. It could be the arm or the legs or whatever. This toy, Vortex in '86, was originally based on a mold from Japanese toy line, the Diaclone, which many early Transformers came from. So Diaclone was what Transformers were called in, I guess it was Japan where they were made. It's a Japanese too. So yeah, Diaclone. So something like that. I don't remember how the song goes. One more thing we'll look at here. In the G1 cartoon, Vortex often speaks in a wild, excited tone during battles because he enjoys the chaos. So, but that's it on that. Let's get this bad boy open and check it out. All right, we got Vortex here in the usual box business. This one is 19 steps. Same as the other ones on the side there. This is one of the smaller Combaticons so far because it's an arm piece. Age of the primes, I'm guessing the Jeep is going to be a little more expensive. I don't know, we'll see. Not much else information, so I guess we'll get this bad boy open. Okay, so we got him out of the box, and in mine, he was all kind of squished up in there. His legs were all bent back, but we got him out of the box, and this one straight out of the box, like I said, mine was all bent up in there and wasn't even in the little twist ties properly. But just straight out of the box, mine already super loose in the knees. This one is very, when I first saw the arms, they're like tucked inside of the back end of the helicopter, and you can kind of bend them out, but it just looks really weird. I don't know how I feel about what this look on Vortex here. The overall, everything else though looks pretty good, I guess. That's kind of a complaint of mine there. These little pieces here, the little booster looking things, they do move on his shoulder there to kind of open that up a little bit. I like the little Decepticon emblem right there on the shoulder. This one just messing with, I feel like it's smaller already, and I know that little blast off of that, it transformed. It felt like it was almost the same size as Brawl, just a little bit. But this one just feels a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller. It could be, I could be wrong. We'll try to do a little size comparison on those. But even on this one, you know, like the past couple we've opened, I feel like they've been doing a better job of closing up gaps. I don't know if they've been listening to people complaining because it just looks kind of crummy, but or they're just getting better at being able to do these transformations without all the gappage. But this one looks pretty good on the back here. You'll see you don't see any gappage on that. Just the arms look kind of weird to me a little bit. I don't know if that's, oh, that whole thing kind of comes out there on the arm. So, but we'll look at the instructions there and see how this is actually supposed to go. If they're supposed to sit in there, or is it supposed to pop off? Because look, see how that does that. So, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to have that sitting. We'll see this other one on the other side, see if it comes out. And that one is in there pretty good. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does too. So that one also does that, as you can see on the arm there. Looks kind of weird. I don't know how that's supposed to be, but we'll look at the instructions there. We'll get this box, or get the box. We already got the box open. My blades were in there for his helicopter blades. They're separate pieces there. They do come together like this. They were tucked in there really good. We got a couple of guns, man. And we got this, another gun. So he's ready to roll, baby. He's got some gun action. We'll see how he stands up here real quick. Oh, yeah, he does a good job. So we'll look at the instructions here and see how that's supposed to go. Looks like the Vortex, well, his blades pop right on the back there like this. Like I say, oh, just like this. It's super easy. Oh, boy, it spins good. That's cool. Looks cool on the back like that. And looking at the way they did the arms there, they do have these kind of locked back there like that. So I don't know if you can see that well. So you can kind of do it either way. I don't know what it's just kind of part of the transformation. So I'm sure them arms tuck in to that back piece of the helicopter. You can also move the blades. Looks like, what are they showing there? Oh, you can take them off his back piece there and then have them on his arm there. It's got a little spot there, I guess, so he can create some chaos with that. And it doesn't spin as good as on the back. It's really stuck in there. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't spin as good as it does on the back there. So it's got that little metal piece. I don't know if that's like a it felt like it's, oh, there it goes. There's a certain, once you open it up, it does a little better. So once you close it, well, I guess it still does it. I don't know. It's just finicky. So, but yeah, we got that in there. And his hands obviously can hold his guns easily. I say easily. Let's see if we can't get him in there. Oh, yeah. So we got that. He's got two of them, so you can have one in each hand, or you can have the big blaster. I guess you could put the blaster on the outside of his arm, so he'd have that one there. I don't know if you could have both of them out there, so, or both of them, the little ones on each arm. So I don't know, whatever you want to do on yours, you can do that. Mine will eventually just be Bruticus, so he won't be separate for very long. But let's take a look real quick here and see what it says to do. It's already got him putting the arms down, tucked in, straightened out, and it shows to turn the head around. And sometimes it says, okay, this comes up on the inside there. There's a little piece in there. It comes up over the head. Is it going to work? Oh. There we go. All right, so we pulled that up over his head. Almost like we had to tuck that in there, but we don't. That's kind of neat. And then it's got the little landing gear in his head. So we pulled that out. Then it's showing to turn this. And then the feet, you got to flip those. Very nice. All right, we did that. And then the back of his legs, it shows to open those. And as those are opened, it's showing to pop them together. Oh, is that going to go together easy? Maybe not. Maybe they slide in. Oh, it's showing they pop in there. Let me see. Yep. Oh, there we go. It's going to make a popping noise. So we got his feet pop together. These are still open here, which, what is that showing us? Oh, it's just showing us to pop it together. So that's on move 8 there. And then it's showing that we are going to, is that what we're going to do? It's showing that these legs, okay, so those legs are kind of popped in there a little tight. So they just come undone. I don't know if you can see that very well. Right in there, it's going to pop loose. And then you just push right up in there. So far on that, that is going pretty smooth, putting that part on there. So we did that, and then it's showing to close the back. So we'll go ahead and do that. That pops in there nice and easy. And then we have this piece here on the top. It's showing to turn it. So we did that. And then these are showing to turn these pieces out. And we're going to do that there. Okay, hold on. Okay, so when we bring the arms in, we got to make sure that this tail piece here, which I noticed, I was trying to get it earlier, this is going to have to be flipped out first to get this to pop in there really good. And then also on the arms, I really had a hard time getting this one. These little pieces right here, I don't know what, like little jet pieces, I don't know what you call those. You just got to make sure that when the arms are right about like this, that these little pieces right here are pointed out like that instead of up. So that's kind of it on that. So then we just turn the arms in, and they'll just slide right there, popping that piece in there. And then our little tail fin piece there will work perfectly. Trying to see how that's supposed to go on there. Okay, so that little piece there just kind of turns. You just turn that, pop that in there. It's popping together pretty easily, I would say. But looking at the bottom of them, like I said, we have that one piece of landing gear that came out of his head. And looking at the rest of it, I don't really see any other gear. So I guess it's going to sit really flat on the ground. So we got these pieces here. Pop that open. Slide this little piece right in there. And it, like I said, it's some timing. Like, there it goes. Okay, so we got the helicopter blades in there. And then it shows some places for the guns. Let me see here. Where they have the big one at? Seems like it's showing it on the side, but I don't see where. Is that it right there? I guess that kind of goes on the side there from what it looks. And then we have the little mini guns. Where does it have those at? It's showing them to kind of go right there on the sides. So he's got one pointing in the front and then two pointing in the back, I guess. I mean, I guess you could do it that way. So he's all gray, so it's kind of hard to see anything. But yeah, that's him in transformation mode. It wasn't too bad. I will say the arms will give you a little bit of hard time. Just getting them to pop in and slide over his headpiece right here. So other than that, not too bad. See how he sits. And he sits pretty flat. So But yeah, that's Vortex. We got him done and transformed a little faster than the other ones. This one was easier than Brawl, I would say. And then Blast Off. I think we had a few issues with him a little bit. With I can't remember what I had issues with him. Um, no, it was Thundercracker. That's the one that really pissed me off. Oh, God, it really made me angry trying to do that one. But yep, that's it though, guys. One more Combaticon down, two to go. And if y'all could, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and have a good one.